Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Thomas, Hank, Michael, Astral, Blaster, Dan, Swackle, Thomas, Victor. How's it going? Let's see what lurks in the vaults. Not much now. Well, a few bits and bobs. Maybe we missed some earlier in the week. Some J Steel. Namaste. Let's see. I have a feeling I've missed some stuff. What's up, Falcon? We need to reinstall this game and relearn how to play it. Nice. Sounds good. Let's see. Did we ever see this Blast Chilled Swackle on Desolate Dunes? Did we see that? Don't think we saw that. Yeah, let's open that. Trying to be positive because these puzzles haven't been kind to me. Damn. Yeah, I did a million puzzles, and then I stopped doing so many, and sort of my skills wore off pretty quick. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Storm? Please do them earlier. No. Sorry. Probably not happening. This was a game. Alright. Good one for Cyber and better for UEF. I'd say UEF would be pretty good here. Killed many scouts, but not the engineer. Bomber tumbles out of the sky. Not watching the football. No, I don't even know who's playing, to be honest. I don't really follow football anymore. Pretty much at all. Can't be arsed with it. It's just, you know. Rugby, man? No, I don't really follow rugby either. Don't know, just sports. You know, not following them recently. Not following them. A lot of, you know. I mean, football is, as in European, what Europeans call football, and Americans call soccer. Just this, I mean, people complain about diving, which is very annoying to watch, especially in the Champions League, but it's also just one of the most, or probably the most corrupt sport in the history of mankind. Not that the history of sport is a very long. Not like the history of modern sport is very long, but you know, it's it's just so corrupt, top to bottom. Well, not really the bottom, but top, at the top. Whether it's match fixing, whether it's Qatar getting the World Cup, you know, FIFA, UEFA. Can't watch the sport. Can't watch it. Yeah, American football I also can't watch. There's too many breaks and shit. Too much money in it. Yeah, it is. It is completely dominated by cash. Sneaky bomber. So yeah, looks good for Swackle. He's got the expansion, and Blast can't manage to secure his. Watch MMA. It's the FAFA sports. I mean, MMA is good to watch. I agree. MMA is good. I mean, it's it hurts to just watch it sometimes, but MMA is good. But pretty much every sport, it's just you know, cheating and match fixing are just endemic to most sports. To be honest, that's a sad reality. Nice PD. Not a great attack there. Is that a hill, actually? That goes downhill. Alright. Didn't know that. Rugby is a pretty good sport to watch. I agree. Golf. A sport which simply pisses me off. Does watching it piss you off, or does playing it piss you off? Actually, you know what? I've watched some snooker. Some of the Snooker World Championship. I have watched. Another sport with plenty of match fixing. John Higgins, you know. Don't know why he's still allowed to exist in the sport. But there you go. You know, literally caught on tape, on video. Just, you know, saying, yeah, that's fine. I'll lose that game for however many tens of thousands. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know, whatever. It's casual. No problem. Snooker. What is snooker? Yeah, it's a billiard game, yeah. With a 12-foot table. And, you know, I'm surprised you don't know what snooker is, but maybe you're just taking the piss. But it is a billiard game. I guess you're just taking the piss. T2 Gen. T2 Gen already doing for Swackle. A lot of assists on the Air Factory. Stephen Lee. Yeah, Stephen Lee was banned. When did this happen with John Higgins? It was a few years ago now. I mean, well, a few years ago. How many years? Several years ago. Like maybe 7, or I'm just guessing. Taking the piss is not really messing around. It's like being an ironic or sarcastic fuck. Is what that's taking the piss. Yeah, trolling basically. It's trolling. Synchronous swimming. No one knows snooker outside the UK and a few other places, right? Okay. Yeah, taking the piss is just trolling. Also, taking the mickey, taking the mick is the same thing. Yeah, take the piss is a great phrase. Love it. China does like the snooker. Snooker is just a fantastic game, really. It's so difficult. I mean, the comparison between pool and snooker is limited. The snooker, the potting and the positional play of snooker players is insane compared to pool, where, you know, pool is a great game, but the pockets are generally far larger. The table is much smaller, so the shots are over a much shorter distance on average, and also the balls are different size and weight and stuff. But overall, it's just snooker is just a great fucking game. Favorite player? I don't really have a favorite player, to be honest. I mean, obviously everyone loves to watch Ronnie when he's at his best, but I don't really have a favorite player other than it's just like watching some great shots, you know, some good break building. Alex Higgins, you have to take the piss for sure. Yeah, you do have to go on the piss as well. Going on the piss is getting wasted, getting drunk in Irish as well, just so you know. Going out in the piss. Favorite FAF player? Favorite FAF player? Well, as a player, I'd say Blackheart. Not that I don't like Blackheart as a person either, but as a player, yeah, I like Blackheart. How Blackheart plays the game. How do you say getting slashed? Do you say getting slashed? Yeah, we do. No more Jagged and Pines, Ryan. It's time for bum, please, one more game. What's up, bro? I watch darts when I'm drunk. China doesn't like MMA. Oh yeah, I've seen some of those stuff. Some of those, like, you know, Kung Fu Master gets knocked out in one punch by a MMA guy. Zoc equals GOAT. I mean, yeah, Zoc he's in the conversation, obviously. As a person, me. Yeah. Is exactly same slang in Oz and NZ. Yeah. Well, Blast has done pretty well here. I mean, he has a decent army. He has his ACU in a good position. I mean, this is not a very strong army. This is mostly pillars. This is like, you just walk into this here, and this is, you know, reclaim, MMA, mixed martial arts. Basically taking what works from various different martial arts. So whether it's, you know, I don't know, you know, it's boxing, Muay Thai, obviously Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is big in MMA, and lots of other things. I mean, I don't know that much about it really, just a bit. Game has a small few suboptimal engagements. I think you're right. What's up, Niall? How's it going? As an Irish, what do you think of John Smith the ale? Never had it. Aikido. What's Aikido? I mean, I know the name, but I don't know what kind of martial art it is. Is it? Are you being serious, or is it one of those like martial arts that doesn't really work? MMA kicking the shit out of each other. I think cage fighting would be the next level. It's a Steven Seagal phony martial art. Okay. Hey, don't shit talk Steven Seagal on this stream, okay? This is a Steven Seagal friendly zone, obviously. 100% defensive. Australian fighting style involves getting shanked for some bus money at your local Macca's. That doesn't sound like much of a style to me. I think this might be another one of those suboptimal engagements that Swackle was talking about. How is there so much eco? Can somebody just make a single TML and kill all of this economy? Please. Anyone? Like, actually, Blast made one, didn't he? I think it got killed, though. Well, somebody made one. I zoomed in on it. I remember zooming in on a TML. I don't know where it's gone now. But Blast looks to be... Yeah, he's got T3 land long before Swackle. I mean, like, he's got 3... He's making T3 mechs now. Blast... I like what he's doing. I mean, this was terrible. This was a big waste. But if he hadn't done that, he'd be in a good position. If he had those units here, if you imagine that, it'd be great. Sounds like a Croydon special. People can say of all actor martial artists except Van Damme. Okay, if you say so. I think we can slag him off as well. Why not? T3 Mex is always coming for SWAT code. Oh, you've got 2 of them. My goodness. Yeah, your eco is way better. And I don't think these couple of Percys are really going to work out unless he can kill the whole top expansion. But you see, this is the thing. If you had these Percys plus the army that was wasted here, then you could actually kill all of this. But those units were wasted, and you really can't afford to waste your T2 units there when you're early T3. His kickboxing career is 19 fights, 19 KOs. Holy shit. That's pretty good. You don't like a Swackle that makes T3 mechs, so you just don't like Swackle then. In Liverpool you get stabbed, in Manchester you get shot. Is that really? That doesn't sound very accurate. But I don't know. Never been. Yeah, so not really sure what's going on in this game, except that Swackle is ahead on economy by quite a large margin. Blast hasn't really done enough with his ACU in my opinion. T2 artillery. Ugh. Okay, let's see the armies. 5 Percys now. 25 pillars. 14k. 19k. We got 11 Percys. But look, here's my issue with the 11 Percys. We got 4 there. We got like 2 there. We got 4 here, and we got 3 over here. If you had 13, he actually has 13. If you had 13 in one position, if you had 13 here, and then you walked forward into whatever this is, a couple of PDs, whatever, ACU, whatever, or you walked in this direction, if you had them all in one place with the commander, then oh, we could kill everything. But that's not the situation. Never underestimate the power of just gathering all of your units into the one position. How far does Swackle's TML reach? Where is it? I don't see a TML. So it probably doesn't reach very far. Because it doesn't exist. He's building a shield in his expansion. He's probably building yeah, he's just building lots of T3. Oh my god. And that's disgusting. Stop that. Swaka's playing real dangerously. Like, these could be Percy's here. They're not, but they could be. Select all and look for the yellow circle. Okay, well that's how far it reaches then. No, that's the ACU, actually. So, yeah, he doesn't have a TML. That I can see. Hang on, I need to turn off this. Yeah. No, there's no TML. I think he had a TML, but it's dead now. Does UFSU have any OP upgrades in front of his main base? There's TMD here, but I don't see TML. Nice mass storage there. Is there a strap bomber or something flying around? T3 air coming. Swakal already has T3 air. The longer you wait, the further behind you are, Blast, and now he's really far behind. There's 3 from Blast. Blast has TMLs somewhere. Maybe they're dead now as well. Whatever. Does UEFACU have any OP upgrades? Yeah, it has the gun upgrade. That's pretty OP. And I'm not kidding. The shield is very good. Nano is quite good. Obviously, the tech upgrades are good. Tac pack, underrated. And yeah. Billy, very, 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 very expensive. So yeah, apparently you lost multiple T3 mechs to TMLs. And now I guess the TMLs are dead because I don't see them anymore. But anyway, that's a bit of reclaim. Few dead Percys there. And that's a big old Percy army, which wants to march forward. Now that this army has moved all the way to the right to react to this. I mean, this is not an insignificant army. But now there's serious danger here for the commander, honestly. If there was a couple more shields here, these 10 Percys, that's huge. 10 Percys versus, okay, there's 7 Percys there. Feels like Blast has already waited too long to do damage. He does have a big army, 21 Percys, but yeah, they've sort of caught. Swakal's caught up now, and Swakal has still 8 T3 mexes. Blast has 1. What? He made that one ages ago. He still has it, and that's all. So, say never underestimate gathering units. Made me think of my biggest problem: not being defended and getting attacked at all angles. Are you supposed to just not care and keep pushing? Well, you have to weigh up the differences between the damage they're doing and the damage you can do. So, you know, I'm not saying that throughout the whole game you should have all your units in one place. Obviously, that's not realistic. But you know, if you're at a stage where you have, you know, 4 T3 units, say 4 bricks or Percys or something, and the enemy is just finished T3, then you should have really all those T3. In a lot of situations, you should have all those T3 in the same place, and just push in somewhere important and kill everything. Or, you know, that's what you need to do. If you have a tech advantage, you have to fight. You have to fight. So if you have your T3 spread everywhere, you may never find a fight that's going to actually really benefit you. It just may not be there. Whereas if you have everything together, then you can force a fight. For example, he could have had this many Percys attacking this expansion a long time ago, when there would have been no comparable force to stop him. Now, if there was transports, if Swakal was arsed making a transport, he could easily just drop some Percys on top of this and defend. On the other hand, he's just going to try and defend with static defenses, and it's kind of working. He's going to send reinforcements, and this attack, I don't know, it's going to work. I don't know how much, well, I don't know what working means here. I mean, he may be able to kill everything. Certainly, killing artillery and shit is good. That shit's expensive. But it's like you have to do critical damage to be able to win this game. Absolutely critical damage, because right now he's so far behind that it's kind of getting to the absolutely unwinnable point. I mean, really, it's already at the unwinnable point. Yeah, only 3 Percy's alive now. One of them's really low HP as well. 2 of them are very low. Okay. We're gonna have 1 Percy very soon. And the expansion still has all its eco, and the factory is still here, so the engineers are immediately gonna grab all the reclaims. So that's just not a... It failed. That's a failed attack right there. That is a majorly failed attack. This is why attacking is so dangerous. You have to be very sure what you're doing when you attack with T3 units. 16,000 damage there. Now, Swakal is playing with fire because he's upgrading, which means he can't overcharge. And now the Percys are here attacking his commander, and he's just dying for no reason. Why did he... Whoa, the dodge. And the lack of a dodge. Oh. Oh my god. Swakal with the foreshadowing in the chat. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there was a good dodge in there. There was, but you know. Oh. Ugh. That's sickening. Can't dodge them all. I mean, you can if your AC is like here. You're pretty much safe. Oh. Well, yeah. Careful about the Percys there. You know, they're a pretty strong unit. Pretty strong unit. One of the better ones. Did Blast Chill got up 200 points? No. He lost a lot of points, I think. Well, this game was a little while ago. Yesterday was 1750. No. You're probably thinking of Silent. I don't think Blast dropped that low at all. Let me check the leaderboard. Although it takes a while for it to open. Yeah, Silent is lower. Blast right now is 1925. I wish I dropped that low. Thomas versus Yudi on Point of Reach. No, actually, I didn't watch that. Oh, well, I think I know something about that game. Bad with names. Is it this one, the 14-minute one? Just swap accounts with Silent. Okay, is this it? We got a couple UEF plebs here. Point of Reach. Okay. Interesting. This is Yudi. Hachama Chama. First air. Okay. Is there a plan for this first air that involves anything other than engineers? 5 engineers and an air scout. So quick air scout. Okay. I would you should reclaim this factory, to be honest, before as you can see the HP is going down, it decays. Buildings which are begun but not finished decay gradually. So I would reclaim that just to get the mass and energy back. And yeah, he grabs a bit, but there's definitely some wastage there. Wastage of resources and also a bit of wasted time, obviously, more importantly. I'm not sure how that happened, but these things do happen. So, first 2 engineers are building. P-gens with the commander. Next engineer gets a bit of reclaim. The trees are kind of nice. They do help. Because you can see you're very low on energy. So just a little boost is quite nice. So the first 2 engineers build P-gens. The next 2 engineers expand. Next engineer also builds. And the scout is here, and there you can see he is actually going to stall without the little bit of tree reclaim. So quite nice. Quite a nice little bit of balance there. And with the early scout he makes also an inti. This isn't my normal build order. But you're not playing Swackle, so why would you change it against Yudi? So Yudi also making scout and inti on point of reach. Isn't this the map where bomber first is the thing? No, no, no. This is the map where I saw a dude make first bomber once and I said, wow, that's really bad. Never do that. So this is the opposite of a first bomber map, because you'll make first bomber and you may reach the base, I mean, at some point, but it's going to be very, very far in the future, and in the meantime you're just behind. Making anti-air already. And the inties have missed the transport. I don't know why you made... Not sure why you're making it static anti-air. Seems weird. No, first bomber should just never be made. There's no theoretical best place for a bomber to go. Just don't make first bomber on this map. P-gens assisting the air factory. And Yudi arrives in his intended destination. The full load of engineers all in one place. I don't think that's very good. I mean, probably he's doing it because he doesn't know where the transport of Thomas is, because he has no air scouts at all, so he's kind of being safe. I mean, he could just get bombed here extremely easily. There is a bomber, it's just not in that position for whatever reason, but ideally you would drop some of the mexes around here to expand faster, or even drop on this island and cause a bit of hassle for your opponent. But dropping all in one position is good in case your enemy drops the island and tries to take it, but in terms of economy it's the worst option. It is the least greedy, and Thomas has a lot of air and he's using it. He's got a bomber, it's killed an engineer that was building this mass extractor. I was walking to the right. He's also, you can see he dropped in basically all the one place, and then he picked up an engineer to expand a bit faster to these mexes. Now he can probably go grab another engineer or two and drop other parts of the map. I mean, he can do this easily because he has air control. And he also has scouts around here, and his bomber unfortunately has been found. You have an idle air factory, a lot of power being built. You can see there's like, what, 6 engineers maybe building power at the moment. No economy being upgraded. UD on the other hand has a T2 mech already, another one halfway, and 2 more paused at 10%. The transport somehow flies directly past 6 inties without taking a shot and drops its last engineer. Lands on him, but he survives because he's chunky UEF NG. Oh, a drop of 2 anti-air, 2 Lobos, a scout, and an engineer. The crack squad of UEF paratroopers heads directly towards the commander, which is ambitious, but we like ambition. 2 engineers destroyed and the Hydra denied momentarily. The ACU is found. Another engineer goes down. It has started a radar, crucially. The one of the structures that the UEF commander cannot build, or any other commander, without a tech upgrade. So he should hurry to finish the radar, obviously, and then also hurry to finish the Hydra. Instead he's building a factory, which is kind of not great. The Hydro finishing would be pretty nice for his economy right now. The Lobo, the spread on a Lobo will be very, very large if it's shooting at something very close to it. The shells will just spread hugely, more than if they're shooting at something close to its maximum range. The expansion is not so hot for Thomas on the right hand side, nor on the other island. So okay, big brain dropping coming apparently. 2 tanks and 4 engineers, and they begin terraforming the ground to suit their needs, and abandon that project immediately and move elsewhere, where there's another 6 engineers that have been dropped in, and they've said, guys, we have a better spot to build, please gather on RLZ to construct factories. And that's a lot of production. I wonder if he can really afford this. The answer is no. The answer is a big no. Making T2 mexes at this moment was definitely a mistake. If you're gonna do something like this, I would definitely not make T2 mexes. But it's also extremely difficult to support this many engineers building anything. 10 engineers just suddenly building factories. Pretty hard to support, and there are artillery coming out from UD. Probably needs some tanks because that's what Thomas has. The Lobos just aiming at nothing. Just bumping into tanks. Just driving away, pretending that nothing's wrong. This is fine. And he's dead. Fun fact about T1 artillery, they do not do friendly fire. One of the reasons they're so beastly. Just imagine if artillery did T1. You guys don't even understand the difference it would make if they did friendly fire. It would be brutal. That's quite a proxy. And now he actually has mass to support it. More units being dropped in as well. We're up to 6 factories completed. 7th one almost there. Now, I have seen such a strategy before. And it was done by the man named Zoc. And what Zoc did at this point was he made T2 land on the proxy. So I'm hoping that Thomas knows this and goes T2 land, because that would truly be what we all deserve to see from this game. It looks like he's completely losing all of his inties to mostly static anti-air. But the attack is brutal, and all these T2 mechs are looking very, very, very vulnerable. Bum, 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 bum. Boom. It's dying. Dead. Now, elsewhere on the map, looks like there's some spooky naval radar blips. There's 15 Janus queued. There's nothing going on here except a small lack of intel. This island, an ACU is on the way. Hello. And the 4th T2 mechs in the core goes down. I wonder if this one was upgrading when it died. Could well have been. Now, there's some good targets here. A lot of P-gens to be attacked. But yeah, attack move's not really what you want, I guess. But yeah, no T2 land. But the Janus are coming, and they've found a T2 P-gen. And there's static flak next to it. T2 air headquarters. Now the next beautiful maneuver that would be incredible would be a comm drop. Perhaps to this location, considering the ACU is left, or just directly onto the ACU. That would be amazing. A gun comm drop next to the commander would be fantastic, or even T2 comm. Could you imagine? And UD seems to be taking some damage here from the Lobos. 6,800. Okay. Just shooting mass extractors. Fun fact, it takes 8 seconds to kill a T1 mechs from UEF. That's a long time for something that costs 36 mass. And that, oh, okay. Yeah, he's down to under 2,000 health now, all of a sudden. Courtesy of these fuckers. Bit of a pause there, suspiciously timed pause. Yeah, the Lobos. Not a fan of this ACU. Oh god, they're getting closer. And what's behind him? Oh, frigates. Oh, they're his own frigates. Oh, there's a dead submarine, so he was being shot by a submarine. Submarines which have since dipped back under the water. They do have a deck gun. 2,600. And now T1 bombers, a bit of a mass overflow for Thomas now, which is a nice change for him. And a gunship on Yudi's head. 1 inti in total for Thomas. Meanwhile, 5 gunships. And well, Yudi is alive. He is alive and he has air, so the gunships shouldn't be able to kill him. Problem is he has to keep dodging, and the subs have re-emerged now after killing the frigates. The subs re-emerge, and the UEF commander of UD is forced to run away from the water towards his mortal enemies, the Lobos. And now about 12 tanks have just been dropped next to the commander, and you can't dodge those. And even the gunships get in, who everyone wanted to kill there. How did that happen? The proxy was dying. I mean, a lot of it's idle. Subs got windows. Hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, looks like they do. If those are windows. Strangely placed windows. How does UD have more mass? Well, he has two T2 Maxes in different locations. None there, actually. And he also has probably way more reclaim. Yeah, way more reclaim. 5k more, exactly. How much damage does the sub even do? We can check, I think. Let's see. 25 damage every second. And it has 32 range, which is the same as the Aeon frigate. Or wait, maybe Aeon frigate has 31, but it's, you know, it's around there. So that was quite a nice game. Well played, Thomas. Nice strategy. Very nice, very nice. Tell you Aeon sub 0. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh. Farms wanted me to search. Now he's in a... Well, it looks like there's a settings game going on. Alright, I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute? Moment? BRB. Well. Farm's playing chess. Alright. If you combine Torp and Decon. Yeah, well, you can't really do that though, right? To be honest. It's a bully. What's the 2v2? I can't really release you from lobby sim. Also, it's... Yeah, Stella. I mean, it's 2 out of 8. Well, 2 out of 4, sorry. I think I should release Farms from his sim. My fame will bring the players. Only subs I ever surface is Sarah T3 to snack on some juicy Torp bombers. It's true. that D3 subs have a very, very good anti-air. Just micro your sub to dodge the frigate gun, and you out DPS it. Yeah, I mean just micro it. Just micro it, bro. I'm scared to see what map we got. We got Badlands. Okay. He's playing chess. Okay, we'll also play some chess. How do we solve this puzzle? Can we trap the queen? You think we trapped the queen here? Oh fuck. No, we don't. What if we take here? And then go queen here. Oops. Simple tactic. Takes. Oh, what about this move? Forking. Queen and rook, and the pawn is pinned. What will he do if we go here? He will lose his stuff, I guess. Easy peasy. Take queen. No, that doesn't work. Take 3 queen. So obviously this is not hanging because he takes here. So how do we deal with that? Do we just take and then win? Well, no, because he retakes with check, so then he can escape. So yeah, if we take here, then he takes with check, and then we can't win the bishop, I guess. Because even if we block with something, then he just moves the bishop away then. Queen here? I mean, what does that do, really? He just takes. I don't see it. Queen c3. Then we take the rook. Queen c3 and then take the rook, I guess. Chat helping. Okay, pass pawn. Danger, danger. Like, what's his threat though? Is that a threat? We can move here. It's kind of a threat, I guess. I don't know. Can we just push the pawn? Or do we lose if we push the pawn? I mean, he has to check me, really, straight away. Now, do we give a check first? Yeah, because he's threatening this, but then we go here. And then... I mean, this is not checkmate, because we have this. So, we probably just queen. Well, then he plays here, and that is checkmate. The pawn. So, if we check, if we... Oh, no, we take with check. We queen with check. Fuck, we queen with check, so we're fine. Is farm's back yet? No. Screw it. Yeah, we're copycats. We just copy farms. Wait, let me change to this. This is better. Remember the Nexus build? No, I don't know. Is this it? Is this it? Do I build mexes first? Is that the trick? I don't think this is the Nexus build. Whatever that is. And we're both Aeon as well. Dooby-dooby-doo. No lab so far. Well, maybe I missed the lab, but I don't think there's a lab. Could have missed it. Possible. There's a lab. There's 3 labs for me though. Bit of a power stall. Let's make another air factory. Am I gonna find the ACU here? Yeah. Damn. Hey, I found an NG as well though. Making the factories adjacent to each other, which is a really strong move. Oh, we forgot about these guys. They could have done something. Labs? No. This is disgusting. Shouldn't be allowed. All right. Poor farms. He almost had T2 land. Did he have T2 max? If he had T2 max, I'd say probably shouldn't quit, but without T2 max, I guess kind of over. Okay. Yeah, we'll search again. Yeah, I don't know about the swear filter on the screen chat. I actually don't know how to get rid of that or not. See a falcon. Yeah, Aeon bombers have like the same reach as as Seraphim, I think. Okay, so what check do we have here? This, because he is threatening checkmate right now, so we have to stop checkmate. How do we stop checkmate exactly? Oh. Oh fuck. Whoops. God damn it. Here's what I was thinking. Takes with the king, and then we X-ray the rook. But of course, he's gonna take with the pawn, and then continue threatening checkmate. So we fucked it up. Move the king. Shit. Really? We can move the king? What is this? We haven't gotten this at all. Although, wait, no, I think I've played it once, and I don't think I enjoyed myself. Can T1 Arty hit T1 bombers? It can, yes. T1 Arty can hit air units. I'm gonna have to click on rocks here. Plenty of rocks to click on. Typical. Typisch. Where do we send the commander? It's awkward to choose because how do you defend all of this? Because of the way the terrain is like, I don't know. Gives avenues to attack through, rather than providing choke points to defend, which I never understand the point of that. But I can't make Janus. This is the great tragedy of our day. No Janus. Greetings. Sir, you have made a second air factory, haven't you? Bet you have, you bastard. Or have you? Huh. Nope. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, we're stalling. What of it? Don't judge me. You don't know me. Oh, we lost our bomber. Let's go click on rocks, I guess, because it's a bias map. Means you have to click on rocks. Hello. Oh, that's a whole heap of units there, randomly. Well, this is fucked. You know what we haven't done? Queued up all the fucking... Haven't queued up all of the mass extractors on the map. Please build. It's gonna be good. Yay, PD. Oh, okay. I think some Point defense over there would be good. How about some hydrocarbon? I like hydrocarbons. Maybe T2 land is what we need. Maybe T2 air is what we need. Not sure now, to be honest. Let's try T2 air. Oh, fuck. Let's not try T2 air. Take it back. We're just wasting a lot of air there. We might just die to air if we're not careful. Spam, 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 spam. Oh, hello ACU. Let's just get some damage on the ACU, fuck it. Hey, it's kind of working. We're not building power, are we? Which is absolutely what we have to build. Oh, that's why we're stalling actually. And why my AC wasn't moving when I tried to make it move. Okay, that was a bit dumb actually. God, oh God, we're dead. Oh, I actually forgot that I was making the gun, and now I really don't want to cancel because even though I'm surely dead. Like certainly. He has T2 radar, so he should know that I'm here. I guess not. Now we go T2R. Hey, he went T2R. That's not fair. He actually controlled Cade. What the fuck? Why do I have gun percentage? I don't know. My T2MX was nice. Well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely ahead. He lost so much HP there. And actually, yeah, he could have killed me. He actually, I think he could have killed me. I think. The lie might, you're right, it might have hurt his feelings. Move king. God damn. Then we can escape. How low did farms get? He went down to like 2,000, I think. Okay, we're trying to checkmate. No, he didn't. No, farms didn't have gun. Alright, good night, Ryan. Or good morning, whichever. Okay. So if we take either of these rooks, I guess he just we could attack the queen. What's his? We could attack the queen. We could do this, but that just seems like a trade. And then this go. No, that can't come. Yeah, I had gun. Yeah. Move horse. Yeah, I mean we can. Yeah, but I mean if we attack the queen, then he do. Well, no, he can't do that actually. Oh. We got something. What's up, Mark? How's it going? If we move the knight, we attack his queen, he can't check us because he's pinned. But he can just like. Well, what does he do then actually? Does he have a good square? Because the queen has to defend this pawn. Queen here, maybe? What's the point of that? Well, then maybe we can get the queen to... I think the knight move might be it. But we have a game. I think Hank is correct. Because then we can get the queen into whatever fucking square that is. Ditch hype. Rook attacks queen with double attack of the pawn. Yeah. I mean, that may also be... That's a lot more forcing. It feels more forcing than... Because, like, even with the... If you get the... you know, I don't know. RNG is coming out the wrong way. No, it's not. Newtonify. Sim mod, yes. UI mod, no. Oh yeah, we stalled a bit there. think Nile might be on to it though. Anyway, we'll look at it after. No, I don't. No, I think it's literally impossible to do a sort of area reclaim. Well, UI mod. I think it is. There's already a bomber, so I think I'm gonna not drop there. Fuck. No mass. Thought I told engineers to reclaim at some point, but I guess not. Doesn't look that great. We haven't sent anything to get this fucking reclaim. It's actually the worst. Reclaim! You motherfucker. Never sent anything there. Don't look so good. Oh, I don't need those air factories actually. I need land factories really. Oh, we dropped to middle and he killed it. That's mean. Oh, you fucking prick. It's just bombers everywhere. Fuck, this is cancerous. He's got a lot of pigeons already, and we don't. I think we're definitely losing this game. And we really did not play it in our own style, which is why we're probably losing. Fucking. I hate that this bomber shit is so OP. Disturbing. Like, we're so fucked on air. I should just... This game is quittable. Very quittable. Why are we not... Yeah, there's the strat. You don't have power. What the fuck? How... How exactly did... Like, our shield just went down for a second. He killed everything. That's what happened there. Great. It's my favorite thing to happen. We are so fucked. We still can't make T3 land. Full T1 mechs there. I don't see it. Don't see how this comeback happens. This is utter trash. Should have already quit. Like, you can do anything. We're like 100,000 mass behind right now, I'd say. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure we're like 100k behind. Obviously no hope in air. Oh, I just cancelled all those Percy's accidentally. Ah, whatever. Now I'm really done. I just assisted this factory by accident, cancelled 3 Percy's that were almost finished. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, we played so shit. Alright, see you in a sec. played very bad. Didn't follow our normal routines on the map at all. Guys, hit like on the stream if you're enjoying it. Always good to try something else. Nope. Definitely not. It's good to follow your routines when they work. How is my game today? It's alright. I mean, the last one was shit, but the other two are fine. Oh, God. Tough map to play. Tough map to play. This is gonna be... Oh, God. It's gonna be tough. Oh God, we made another transport! Fuck. That's really bad. Oh, we made a third transport. Okay, we have to cancel that one. Oh my god. That's so bad. Fuck off, farms. How did he kill 2 already? Ah, this game is over again. Fuck off. Control K. Time. £20 from Nile donation for singing Rush. Well, the game's over, so I'm sorry that we probably sang ourselves to death there. Oh, great game. Well played, me. I'm really good. Just lost everything. Why did I accidentally make 3 transports? Alright, I'm not playing anymore. No way. Nope. Nope. Why would I actually queued again there for a second and then came to my senses. If you accidentally make 3 transports as the first units at your air factory, don't re-queue on the ladder. Pro tip. Now the question. Now the question is, the plan. Well, I'm just gonna try to relax again slightly. Well, he can't take the bishop if we push our pawn, because then we'll queen and block his queening. So if we push and then he pushes here, we still, well, yeah, then the issue is push, push, then we push. If he pushes again, we just take with the bishop. So that's not a threat, is it? Nope. No, I've definitely played more. Well, I'm sure I played more FAF than chess. Oh God, how do you play so badly? It's probably the drink. Probably the drink. No, it's definitely that. Definitely that. Okay. Bit of pressure there. Equal material. Well, no, he has a lot more pawns actually. 2 more pawns. Well, the obvious move seems like this. And then he will have to defend f2 with the rook, I guess. What else do we have? What if we just took with the rook? Because if he takes with the queen, then we pin the queen to the king. So it looks like rook takes is the thing. I mean, obviously if we take with the queen, then he just takes. And, I mean, we've lost our queen, so that's no good. I think his rook takes. And then we win the queen. Geddy Lee, such a beast. I agree. I agree. Sack some shit. Well, it's not really a sacrifice, is it? If you win material. Okay, well, why can't I push the pawn? Is there any reason why? Where's this bishop going? He has a check. Can we just push the pawn here? Feels like he can't stop us. Push. He can follow. I'm so bad at the endgame ones. So bad at the endgame. I don't know how they work. R.I.P. Neil Peart. Chess FAF game mode. Never saw that actually. Push it. Yeah, see, I don't see any other move, so I guess I just push it and figure out after. Okay. Well, if I go here, Well, if I go here and he takes the pawn, then we take the bishop, obviously. Which seems pretty good. Maybe we still have like 4 pawns and a bishop versus 6 pawns. That's a lot of pawns. I think we push, do we? Well, if we go with the pawn, can he stop the pawn? If we go with the pawn, then he'll go king up. And then we just push the pawn again. Then he goes up again, and we go up again. So I think he can't stop us queening. Okay. So obviously the bishop's hanging. We lose the pawn though. If we push, and he moves up, then we check him away with the bishop. And then we can yeah. Oh fuck. God damn it. Okay, well bishop is good enough. Well, okay, so wait, let me see here. So if we pushed, oh, he would just block immediately with the bishop. And then we can't get to the... So we lose the pawn in the end anyway, is the thing. We can't actually ever get the pawn to the end with while this bishop is alive, covering that square. So the only thing we can do is really win the bishop for the pawn, because it's just never possible to queen on that square with a dark square bishop. Okay. Reasonable. Yeah, so like winning the bishop is good enough when we're already next to these pawns, which makes sense. Okay. More endgame stuff. Okay, well, first thing comes to mind is check here. We have a passed pawn. So, is there anything else? I mean, he is threatening the knight. We could defend the knight. Which doesn't seem that great. Well, let's just look at this check. So, he has to go... He only has one square, actually. After this check. That's block. Let's check here, and here. So he can only go here. And then we take the bishop. Well, no, actually, he can go here. Okay, so obviously he takes the knight. And then... if we take the bishop, then surely he just wins the pawn back with the rook d8, because then it's our bishop is here, our pawn is here, so we just lose the pawn, right? So that doesn't seem correct. What knight moves do we have? What about this? Dislodge the bishop and then we can push the pawn. Presumably. Okay, let's say he goes knight. If he moves the bishop away, then we push. Well, okay, let's say knight to here, bishop here. Oh, if bishop goes here, then we take the bishop, and if he takes back, then we skewer the rook. If he goes here, obviously the simple push the pawn wins. So instead he goes here with the king. Can we still go here? The pawn is not under attack at the moment. What if we go here? Can we do that? That doesn't seem that great. He just takes. Wait, takes. Maybe. His king is nicely blocked out of here. What's the move? Is there anything else other than this? If we just take, do we just take the bishop? And then we defend with this? Duh. Came here from Faf, not chess. Well, sorry, we tried playing Faf and it went really bad. Please. I'm really good at this. I'm really good at chess. What was that chart? Live stream stats. Okay, what if we just rook here? Rook here, maybe? Very interesting info. I have a 50% win rate today. Yeah, but I had a 100% win rate today. So how far have we fallen? Also, 50% is not good though. It's just not enough. Okay, what if we take? He has to take with the king. Because the rook is pinned. Is that useful? Probably not. If we take... I mean, he takes with the queen, I guess. What about this move? This seems like the move. I don't see what's wrong with this move. Because if the queen moves away, then this square is under threat twice, and it's... Well... Wait, no, that makes no sense. Oh, I can't think. Alright, this is the last puzzle, because we can't do puzzles either, apparently. Our brain is mushed. Let's watch all the replays where we lost after this, shall we? What do we think? My brain is literal mush right now. How do I get to this knight, this fucker that's undefended? Surely this is it. What about this? That's not a move. But in some variations, perhaps it... I don't see it. I don't see it. What about this? Okay, but I now see I don't get. Let's see if he does. Oh wait, he obviously can't move there. Fuck me, I'm so bad. See, sometimes I need to follow my instinct. My instinct got it immediately, but my brain could not actually process what the fuck was going on. Whatever part of my brain is talking to you right now. Could not get it. Okay, this one's too hard. If I take, he takes, I guess. Then what? Maybe do we pin him after that? Is that any good? He defends. What about rook takes rook? Rook takes rook. Bishop takes. Do we have something there? What do we have? Rook here? Is that what we have after that? I think that is what we have after that. So rook takes rook, bishop takes, then rook here. Oh, we got rid of it. Then the queen's attacked. He doesn't have a check. And we're threatening. Yeah, that must be it. Okay, last one. For now. Okay, well, we can just take on f7 immediately. And then what? If you take with the queen, he retreats away. And he's threatening what exactly? This? What if you take with the bishop? What if we just take with the bishop and win the rook? Oh, fuck. God damn it. Thumbs down. No, just kidding. Okay, that's enough of that. We went too fast. Alright, Swaka says we should watch the games we won to boost morale. Questionable. What do you guys want to see? You want to see more chess puzzles? Doubtful. Or do you want to see me winning, or do you want to see me losing? Sometimes I watch winning games to boost morale. Yeah, true. Tiebreaker game versus farms. Nope. Not happening. AoE time. Yeah, just go to Age of Empires. Fuck this game. Switch it up. Stream Apex. Do I have a favorite game I've ever played? No. Actually, I can't think of one off the top of my head. TMM time. Favorite FAF game that I've ever played. Stream Minecraft. Okay, well, do my best low impression there. I can't think of a favorite FAF game, no. Although I've been in some good ones. The killings low with the Percy's in his base on open palms when his chicken went round through the middle was really, really good. That was very good. But that might be some recency bias on that one. But I mean, that was like, yeah, that was good anyway. There's only 3 people queuing TMM. Doesn't seem likely we'll get that. Played many great games against Thomas. The best of 7 series against Thomas. The ISIS game was definitely not my favorite game ever, but it was a great finish to the game. I like how the whole series of events in that game was good to be caught on stream. Just the fact that chat was screaming at me to do all these different things and just totally bemused at the game while I had the chat closed for the series. That was good. Okay, let's watch games from what was the best, what good games did we play recently? You guys have all seen them, so it's kind of silly to watch them again. You know what? Let's watch Tex. Let's watch me versus Tex. Play versus Wackle, but pause every time something important happens and let chat make bad decisions. Like a choose your own adventure book. The one against Silent. Alright, we'll watch that after. Poor Silent will get roasted though. Okay. So this map. Ugh. Don't really like the reclaim on the map, nor how many mexes there are, to be honest. But that's fine. Second land, third air, I guess, just in case. Generally, when there's just so much mass, you kind of want to be... Second land is the greedier option, because it's cheaper to make, because you don't need as many P-gens, and you can also make engineers out of the second factory. I don't know if Tex did. Let's see the queue. No. I think this is 1800 plus. I'm not sure though. But yeah, second land is usually a greedier option. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. And also the fact that there's a T2 transport up there to reclaim. So Tech's already 4k mass. He's like 400 or 500 mass ahead at this point, which is interesting. Does he have more reclaim? No, he actually has less reclaim, which is interesting. Now we've passed him out though, which is also interesting. Looks like our expansion is a bit faster, especially here. And we suicide our heir for no reason. That flare is a bit of a beast. Why is that there? That hill just blocked me from killing that Celine, actually. Single NG dies. That tank had 4 kills. It had a vet. It had 4 kills. So very even at the moment. No T2 land for me. Yeah, techs already make T2 land. That's kind of what I was thinking I should have been doing already. And I actually have the resources to do that. So I should be... Like this factory would be good for, you know, double adjacency. That could be going T2. Making 4 mechs at once instead of making T2 land. That's probably a mistake. I take it back. It's definitely a mistake to do that. And we're also... overflowing power. Forced to pause our mexes. Accidentally making point events. This is supposed to be energy storage, but it's PD instead because that's the wrong template. Text with a very healthy looking resource bar. Healthier vision on the map. Bit of map control for him. No upgraded mexes just yet, by the looks of it. But we are like slightly ahead. We got T2 land. He has T2 land. Now he's upgrading mexes. We should have unpaused all of these. Oh, there we go. We just did. Cool. Should have done that sooner. T2B gen. Not really enough engineers in the base. Don't know how this got through. But it did. Didn't do much though. It's just kind of annoying. Okay, we're in this position. We got some reclaim and stuff. It's a bomber. Some reclaim here. Let's see, 4,200. Tex has more reclaim, and he's going to get more because he has the cruiser still to reclaim here. Nobody in this position yet. Still pretty even. We have what? 5 T2 land factories. He has 4. Oh, shot down a transport. He has plenty of T2 factories as well. Take some X's temporarily, but he won't get a PD up, so we will kill those. He does get the plateau mechs, which I shouldn't have allowed. And our ACU doesn't really know what to do. Should be making an upgrade like Tex is doing in the water. But we're just slightly ahead. Slightly ahead. What's our eco like? Well, gonna finish a P-gen soon. But it's fine. ACU is upgraded to T2. We drop here and there's nothing left for us. So we should have dropped here, obviously, where there is something for us. Tex has his air in this position for the longest time. Blaze has killed this position. And we're dropping to that corner to get the reclaim. We have some blazes and mostly obsidians, actually. He still only has 2 T2 mexes, and we've had 4 for a little while. And actually we have another one. And a couple more on the way. These are really bad upgrades. Like here and here. With Aeon, you can't cover those easily without, you know, TMD in the right places. So, like, we have TMD here, so this should be upgraded because it's already protected by TMD. This one would also need another TMD because of Aeon stuff, you know. Just very low range TMD. So these are going to die to TML now, to the T2 ACU. And we have, you know, 10k in units in mostly T2. He has very similar. But he also has better units because he has Ilshavo and I have some Blazes mixed in. The Obsidians, you know, are good, very good units, but the Blazes are more just only good because of their speed and techs. I mean, if you look at all the bases in the middle, we have one of them. And he doesn't really have any of them. Sort of getting this, but yeah, if he gets the reclaim, it will be good for him. PD in the middle. I don't know why he made that PD, to be honest. That doesn't seem useful. Even though it's done some damage, it was kind of unnecessary. Okay, this looks like a bad fight. Tex just runs into range of Obsidian, so he does all the Obsidian's work for them by running into range. And look at how quickly the Ilshis just get wrecked here. So overall, I think that was a good fight for us, and we can retreat and the shields will regen eventually. Here I thought I might die, but we didn't. We actually have T2. We're overcharging. We have Obsidians next to us. It's mainly the overcharge that's carrying it though. I have plenty of overflow at this point with 3 P-gens. You don't want to be short on power on this map, so investing in 3 P-gens is... It's fine to overflow here because the real issue is going to be stalling power, not overflowing it, really. We have plenty of T2 mechs. We have T3 land now. We actually TML'd this HQ here. Tech's now going T3. We also TML'd the P-gen that was under construction. Probably prompted this attack from Tex. But yeah, now we've lost one of the mid bases. Tex has taken this one. And he's slightly ahead in reclaim. Slightly. His army is 14,000. It's all T2. Ours is 17,000 and we have 4 harbs in there. So we could do stuff with this unit advantage. We got this plateau, which is nice. Stalling mass now, which is not nice. And now we're losing these mexes. So I guess they lasted quite a while actually before going down. But yeah, we also have support factory. We need to, yeah, we're upgrading a lot of factories to support factories. Probably too many. This, so in this position we're doing well here, really, but we're not using our, okay, we bombed the TML because it's killing our mexes. We're not really using the harps, which is our advantage right now. I should have all my harps in the one position, and if I sent all my harps to the left here, or maybe like almost all of them except like 1 or 2, we could crush a lot of this stuff and maybe take super good fights, take this reclaim, take the expansions. T2 radar is necessary as well. We don't get enough intel in these games. Now we have snipers and artillery to deal with the mid stuff, which again is quite slow, really. This Blaze, look at him go. Pew 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 pew. Okay, we're gonna kill this. Maybe this. Tex has repositioned a load of his stuff to the middle. He's rebuilt his TML after it died. And yeah, we're not sure what to do with our commander. T2 Aeon commander is not exactly the scariest thing ever. Yeah, these streams are annoying. I agree there. And like this stuff, this is super good for sniper bots. That's what that's good for. It's terrible for tanks. Which, I mean, fair enough. If that's what you want, then go for it. But that's what it is. But yeah, it's very difficult because the pathfinding will absolutely screw you, because you'll give a move order somewhere on either side and some units will split off, and we'll see that later in the game. Our eco really slows down here as we make a lot of units and slow down the ecoing. I mean, well, you know, it's slowed down quite a bit. At this point we have 17 harbs, 32k mass in units. He has 21k. We have a huge lead in units. Remember what I said about usually when I win, or when I win I have less units than my opponent at some point? In this game I've had more for basically the whole game. And he only has 7 autumns at this point, and I have 20 harbs. 20 harbs, like we could group all these harbs up and walk through this part of the base. I think take a bad fight over here with a small number of units. We have so much more army than him right now. He has T3P gen though. We're slow with that, very slow in fact. And then, yeah, we don't have the balls to move in with these units because it is only 10 harbs. And he's got, you know, scary to try and move in there with 10 harbs. If you had 20 harbs then in the one position, then you might feel better about it. But this many harbs, I don't know. Yeah, this pawn killing me. If Subcom was as big as League or Chess, what rating would the world champ be? I wouldn't put League in the same category as Chess, first of all. Let's start with that. And then, what rating would they be on ladder? Probably, I mean, they'd be like 20... Thomas says 2,500. I mean, yeah, they wouldn't be lower than that. They wouldn't be lower than that. I'd say that for sure. They wouldn't be lower. Okay, so now he has 2 T3 mexes while we had way more units. And we, you know, haven't really done much. 42k in units now versus 46. So we wasted our advantage there. This is the thing. This is why having more eco is having more eco, right? It doesn't go away unless your eco gets sniped, which is not easy to do on this map because all your eco is in your base. Having more units will not last forever. So if you make more units than your opponent and you don't use them, then you will lose the game. Probably. If you know, if you have more eco than your opponent and you don't lose that eco, then you will have more eco than your opponent. You just continue ecoing and your advantage only grows. Having more units and then you don't take good fights, or you don't these kind of things, then that advantage will disappear over time, as we can see here. This is why it's often better to have more eco rather than more units. Never mind, you know, defender's advantage and things like that. So now he's building a chicken. yeah, the reason I'm not building mobile shields is because I'm dumb. I should have mobile shields building. The reason I wasn't building them before is because I was very late with the T3P gen. So that held us back a lot. FAF doesn't use the ELO system. It uses true skill, which is not, it's not the same at all. So now we run in and actually snipe T3P gen here, which is hilarious. Because he doesn't reclaim it. Now we do lose. Now here's where this bit of water absolutely fucks with us. So our army is actually split. It's actually in two different places, which I did not fully comprehend at the time. So we select it all and give it a move backwards. And we lost several snipers already. You can see dead snipers here. And yeah, like these kind of fights like this shouldn't be happening. So the pathfinding was fucking atrocious for us here. And maybe we could have run through with the harbs or something, I don't know. Also, we lack loads of intel. And at the same time, this was really brutal. We lose so much eco to these random autumns. Because we're just, you know, we're looking at how bad the pathfinding is here. We're looking elsewhere and then we lose an entire expansion. There's even T2P gen here randomly. I don't know why that's there. We lose so much eco. It's fucking brutal. And these are idle. And we kind of had something there, but we fucking misplayed it totally. This is a fight we could win for sure. We could win it, but we don't know what's. I mean, again, that's just a fight that can be won, and then we can run to the back again. Chess ratings are maybe a couple hundred points out. Yeah, like Magnus Carlsen is like 228. 50 or 2820 or something. We do run through, but these are T1 mexes, so it's not that big a deal. Tex now has, yeah, our GC is building slowly because we didn't build any higher tech engineers. It's all T1, 1 T3, 1 T2. That's very little. These autumns are still alive. They have insane amounts of kills. Insane amounts of mass killed, and then we're going to see another fundamental huge mistake here very soon, which is knowing that the chicken is under construction or was under construction and then not retreating our units in time. And now, how much of this army we're going to lose? This is the question, because it's going to be most of it, and it's going to be it's going to be almost free damage, and it's going to be unnecessary damage. We're still not moving. We're still not moving because we didn't get any sound cue until he walked into range. That's 13,000 mass killed. 20,000 mass killed. Alright, see you, Hank. We've done some damage, but he's also gotten a veterancy, and we've lost all of these units, so 23,000 mass killed, 25, yes, we lost the entire army basically, for very little. Insane mistake there. So even at that point, before that happened, we were okay. So he does that. We lost our Omni on the front. And he has 2 vets. Our GC is about to be finished. He's getting reclaim here. He's getting reclaim here. And his chicken has 51k HP. It starts with 67. So it's lost very little. Second chicken. On our way. Our gunship's all dying. And yeah, that's brutal. So at this point, Tex has 57k in units. And we actually still have more in units. And we have more total mass still. After those insane mistakes. He retreats the chicken. Doesn't want to lose it. He's going to wait for the second chicken, which is already halfway. Further along than our GC. Our expansion's under attack again. Some T2BDs would have been great here. We do kill that. Get some reclaim. He's 20 something K reclaim ahead. Still has those T3 mexes. He has 5 T3 mexes actually. Which is more than us. No, we have 6 actually. We have more T2, I think. We have Omni again. Two chickens. He has 11k mass in the bank. He starts the third chicken. And, you know, equals up some mexes again on the outside of the map. Reclaim's kind of gone from his side. He's gotten most of it. Can't really attack blind with 8 autumns on this side. And we're going to see another absolutely fatal error here very soon. A truly fatal error. MMR just means matchmaker rating, doesn't it? Is that all it means? So like FAF rating is, you know, MMR for ladder, but it's also not ELO. It's true skill. So yeah, MMR is just a generic term. Why are engineers leaving? Oh, they're leaving to build P-gens. We actually have more energy income. He's about to finish another chicken. You notice he has a lot more T3 NGs. That's a big thing. Here comes the 2 chickens to the front. Not many units in support of them. And we're going to see a huge error here in a second. Again, no proper intel on these guys. Okay. The chickens are so brutal versus T3 land. Here comes the GCs with their far inferior range. And they target down the first. Now, we walk into the chickens. Notice us walking towards the chicken that is going to die and leave an ion storm. Okay, we killed the first chicken. Now notice us not retreat from the other chicken. Notice us now. Okay, focus down this chicken. Kill it. Okay. We lose a GC in the process. Now we have a GC. Right now we have a GC with 61,000 HP. We have like 10 harbs or something. Snipers. Shields. Another chicken is coming. And now we try to walk through that. We try to walk through that, and then the second storm appears. And we're in range of both the storms, and the GC now starts taking damage. Just took 10k damage in about 3 seconds there. And it has no units with it anymore, because they're all dead to the storm, and now we're having GC trying to get through shields is the worst thing imaginable, we turn away, so we do no damage. That's a really good move. And then we turn around to do some damage after we lose 20k HP for free. Shoot into a shield once again. And kill like 2 atoms in a shield before we die. No, we don't even kill 2 atoms. And in the meantime, he's already started an Awasa. So an Awasa 780,000 energy. So really it's not even that energy intensive actually to build an Awasa. You can see he's not even close to stalling energy. Power mass is the only problem for him. And once the Awasa is done, the game will end. Not even the 7,500 mass kill Harb is enough to bring us back from the brink. Reclaiming the chicken, that doesn't work because the storm still appears. If I block shots with high HP GC, I would crush. Yeah, no, you can't stop the storm from appearing. Chicken retreats, and the Awasa is almost done. He can just put all of his stuff into Awasa, and I am going to die to that. So even though we take control of this reclaim at this point, and there's a lot of reclaim, it's the game's going to end before it matters. Awasa should be done very shortly. So yeah, we just never even realized that the Awasa is being constructed. We are making some ASF and stuff, but like, actually scratch that, we're not for some reason. We have some ASF. And I legitimately did not even, once again, no sound cue because stuff's out of range. Awasa didn't drop there, it didn't reload in time. But we lost our entire army in middle and I didn't notice. And now, yeah, 6 ASF are not going to take out an Awasa. And let the rage begin. So really insanely bad mistakes during this game. The Awasa was a good move at the end to win it, but beginning I said I was late with T2 land. Well, I wasn't really late to be honest, but I could have been earlier, which I guess means I was late, but I don't know. I mean, it just depends on the game and what map it is. So on this map, there's just so many resources that you could upgrade T2 land slowly, very, very early. Same thing as on the ditch, you can slowly upgrade T2 air from, 4 minutes into the game or 4.5 minutes in. It just depends on the resources and the layout of the map. And I said I was slow. I could have had it upgrading already because I looked and saw that I had some energy overflow and I had mass in the bank. So I basically had resources before that to start upgrading. Well, there was just some very, very fatal errors there mixed in. Which is quite sad. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty true. It's pretty true. Better to have better units, really. Higher tech units than T2 mexes early on. Yeah, it's pretty unpleasant for me to watch, to be honest. Okay, so this game, in the beginning, we were playing chess. So it kind of messed up our build a little bit. Just a bit. We're both Aeon. Silent with the flare. 2 flares. And he's actually already 400 mass ahead. Manually reclaiming stuff here. Second air bomber. A lot of flares. Now the land factories come. We lose this NG. Critical engineer to lose. Our eco bar looks terrible. Bomber coming in after us now. We lose 2 engineers there. And another one. And another one. And finally the bomber dies. So at this point, actually mass wise it's kind of not that bad, I guess. But in terms of position, he has this expansion. He's expanding here. And yeah. So the chess game's over now. We have 300 power income. He has 420. Blaze it. He has 2 point something K more mass than us. Now he's like hover bombing my base or something. I don't know why he's doing that. Bomber goes down. Flare ends up in my base. That's so disrespectful. Ridiculous. We bombed some of our own reclaim here. That was a good move. Now he goes to drop the sides, and we're still trying to take our expansions. We don't have this. We don't have this. Nice terrain, by the way. We do have this because the ACU is here. That's all. And he's moving to middle now. We do have a T2 mechs because we had no build power basically elsewhere. So we just, you know, made T2 mechs. 2 bombers for 1 inti is pretty nice. 4 kills. Jesus. That inti's a hero. We're lacking a few units here. Not too many units for us. Silent has nearly 2k mass in units. We have just over 1k. Have to pause our air factories because we don't have enough air. But we have enough units thanks to Defender's Advantage to maybe take out these units. I mean, our factory's denied. We still don't have this expansion. But we kind of have this one now. That's an upgrade. And are we making... Yeah, more T2 mexes actually. T2 land about to be completed. Silent has a lot of T1 factories. He doesn't have a T2 factory that I can see. Ah, here it is. On the way. So we actually get T2 land a bit faster than him. And the comeback is beginning. He also doesn't have economy, so he has a couple of mixes like most of the way upgraded, but we've had one upgraded for a long time. He does have map control big time. He's taking this. He's taking this. Our bomber denied the PD by killing the engineer next to it, and now we can send in the Aurora. We get some support factories for T2. That's insane. Aurora raid into our core base. That was actually a drop of Aurora, and we lost the T2 mechs to that. Quite painful. And we really don't invest much into eco at this moment. Now, instead of ecoing, we're making, you know, plenty of blazes, basically. Doing nice damage over here. Some Aurora. Killed this expansion. And we just try and make blazes. We only have 4 right now. Meanwhile, Silent is rushing T3 land. He also got the mid-mass. Ugh, 7k mass behind now. It's a bit painful. Bit certainly behind on reclaim. Thanks to middle, most likely. And yeah, we still have never had one of the sides, and he's had both of them at some point. More air production, more blaze production, and maybe a little bit. Oh, T3 mechs actually. Now we go T3 mechs. So you don't upgrade all these vulnerable mechs elsewhere on the map. We just decide, let's try to make T3 mechs and a bit of T2 air. There's a drop. This was quite weird. He dropped engineers to make a proxy. What's that about? It's just strange. In terms of units, only 2,300 mass in units, and I have 7,000 mass in units now. That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't understand how that happened. I guess it's just because he made T3 land, and he's making way too much power, and he's going to make T3 PGen next, and he's made T2 mexes. But at this point, we've made blazes, and he's made T3 rush, so it's time to attack. We also have 1440 mass in bombers, so let's go kill some T2 mexes, shall we? Here's some dead T2 mechs. Shortly. These are all Aurora actually, there's no blaze here. The blazes are dead already to PD. This proxy, yeah, that made no sense at all. With any faction, that made no sense basically. And now the real comeback comes on, basically because he rushed T3 land. So now he's lost air and he lost land, and we were aggressive, very aggressive. So he's lost all the mexes in this expansion. He's lost this corner. We're retaking this corner from him. We are quite far behind on mass now, but we're going to continue doing even more damage. Now we T1 bomb his T2 PGens. There goes 2 T2 PGens. Let's see, is there any kind of, what kind of vet do we have? The bombers seem to have, oh look at that, 720. The bombers seem to have like 400 on average mass killed. Oh, the gunships. Yeah, the gunships absolutely destroyed these blazes here with their AoE. And we don't manage to kill this PGen, I think. Well, we get kind of close. T3 PGen is up anyway, so the T2 PGen snipes were not that useful. T3 mechs is done for us, and we're going T3 land now as well. He drops some harbs, and he forgets about these harbs forever. We're still way behind total mass, but we do have double gun comm, and we have a T2 transport, and we're actually killing this expansion with blazes, which is really strange considering he has 6 harbs. They're just not in the right position. Here's 2 harbs, and they have a long way to go to get anything worth killing in range of them. So this drop was very suspect. Also, this overflow of power is very suspect. He doesn't have any ACU upgrades. This is kind of heavy shield type thing. And a harb shield might regen before it dies, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, almost. So he loses 2 harbs. They don't really kill much of anything. And where's our commander? Oh, our commander was dropped back to the base to defend 2 more harbs that were dropped here. They actually managed to kill T2 mechs and some power, but the ACU got dropped back and overcharged the harbs, which was very nice. And we have a T3 mechs. Did I mention we have a T3 mechs? We do. Are those windows on the T3 mechs? The hell? I do remember, Thomas. Those were good days. Okay, so we drop forward again. We're still behind on total mass, but Silent's taking a lot of damage. He's replacing these mechs to T2. We should make some TMO. But yeah, our ACU moves across again, and there's just nothing you can do with a couple of harbs against a double gun comm with overcharge. We won a nice fight here as well, and there's a lot of reclaim being left in this area, so we have T3 land production there as well now. And we have more mass in the bank, so we can start ecoing some more T3 mechs on the way. A bit more land. Sorry, a bit more air. And yeah, the fact that Silent has had a T3 B-Gem for this long and hasn't made even T2 air is extremely shocking. Also, the fact that he's making blazes still while having T3 land, also shocking. Actually, he does have T2 air, but I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Why hasn't he made T3 air is the real question. So he attacks our T3 mechs. Yeah, people would just be spun around. Oh, and that's a lot of bombers in my base. Thank you. And the mechs is not dead. The key thing to do here is not assist the mechs. Build mass storage around the mechs. Don't assist the mechs, because then you're just going to rebuild the T3 mechs when you don't need to. Now you find the commander. OC is like 1000 damage for 4000 energy. And now the game looks kind of good for us. So we're on our way to our second T3 mechs. We're actually, well, we are going to stall. But if we just took the reclaim, we might not. Our E is fine. Oh yeah, this is quite funny actually. We have 17 harbs. He has 5 harbs. He sends 28 T1 bombers and snipes the T3 support factory. The bombers cost 2,500 mass. The factory costs less than that. But he retreats them to flak and actually saves half of them. So, fair play. Not a good place to park your harbs. We lost 2 harbs for no reason there. I mean, we killed the T2 mechs. But it's still not worth it. There goes another harb. flak arrives, and this flak could easily have been sniped and more of our harbs would have died to the gunships, but Silent didn't go after the flak. And then we just suicided the flak anyway. Okay, another T3 mix. T3 Pigeon on the way. And at this point we're feeling okay. He's making a third T3 mix. He's making T3 air. He's making so much T2 air production actually. And yeah, we just need this Pigeon. We're making T3 anti-air because, you know, he has T3 stuff. We're taking middle. We have 63,000 reclaim. He has 61, so reclaim is very even. And yeah, time for another T3 mix, of course. Always make T3 mix. Then we kind of back out of a possible crush. It wasn't really a possible crush, to be honest, now looking at it. But we didn't have intel, that's why we retreated. So I think that would have failed actually. Anyway, need to find somewhere else to attack. And we're gonna make T3 air. We make some ASF. Make a spy plane. And the game sort of chilled out now. We're upgrading some more T1 mexes. These ones still aren't upgrading. Better make T3 mexes in the base. We have a lot of mass in the bank now. And we switch to restorers and we make another T3 Pigeon as well. Keep ecoing. Silent's making T3 mexes, that's for sure. And he's making spy planes. We've had middle for a long time, which is quite nice. Quite fortunate really that we've just been allowed. And here comes it's time to reveal our epic restorers. Now let's see what our army is. Pretty big at this point, 28k. So because we had such an army lead and he's only really catching up now, we were able to do, we sort of slowed down our production of T3 land. I mean, we lost this factory, for example. But we decided to do other things. We just sort of slowed down our T3 land production. Now we make the gateway and begin making the most basic combat preset, which gives you, it just has the range upgrade basically. Restorers come in after this expansion, and we decide to bring most of our harbs towards this expansion as well. Why attack in two places at once when you can attack with everything and have a guaranteed, a much more guaranteed attack. So we bring the harbs. We have bad intel here, to be honest, but we do have 17 harbs in the area. We have the restorers, 5 of them, that's 6,000 mass. Restorers kind of retreat there. So there's a lot of AA going up, and so we can just send in the harbs and the harbs will kill the AA and stuff. He's not making enough ASF to stop us here. And we can also potentially kill while we're shooting into the fucking ground a lot thanks to this eruptor. Now it's time to bring in the restorers again. The restorers should be coming back in. What the restorers are doing is patrolling and being repaired. So these two are just leaving the air staging. And one of them already has a vet, which is quite nice. This army is now mostly anti-air. If the restorers were here earlier, it would be nice. There is actually a mobile T3 anti-air which still lives, which I think might scare me off soon. And then he sends in the ASF after the restores. But if you look at how many he has, and how we have inties, we have loads of anti-air here. This army is almost entirely anti-air. So, yeah, he just wasted all of his ASF there. And the restorers, it's like this one already has 2,500 mass killed, which is quite nice. And we have all of middle. We've killed this expansion. Now the game is won at this point. And we actually just have equal mass, which is kind of crazy, actually. So some ASF killed some gunships there. Restorer also looking for some damage to be done. And a couple of the combatants are now going to get into transport and get dropped to the front. There's 40k reclaim on screen here, so we're going to drop there. And yeah, at this point the game is super good for us. People were scared that Silent had a nuke or something, but he didn't. He does have double gun now and first shield. Now, how many harvests do we have now? 24, but most of them on our side of the map. We've also taken the sides. We have restorers that will never be defeated. This is one of the advantages of restorers, because it's like, unless, like, the amount of air production that Silent would have to get to catch up is huge. So he just has to make SAMs or T3 mobile anti-air. And the restorers will make it so that units can't come onto my side of the map without getting killed by restorers. Let's see how the SCUs do. So they cost 3,200 mass. They have a lot of range, as you can see. That's huge range. Here's a Harb, and here's an SACU. Huge range. The damage is not so insane, but the range is huge, so you can micro them quite heavily. Spy planes are flying into the base. People were worried I wasn't scouting, but I'm sending spy planes into the base and there's nothing there. Oh, we just kind of run into this stuff. Probably could have done something else, but this works. We can just run over this. We have 11 restorers. And now we just have loads of mass in the bank. Once again, the ASF come in, but they can't defeat the resties. We've lost one. And we can make air staging at the front to repair them. The combatants, 5k mass killed, 4k. And at home, we've made now the first shield, the shield combatant preset. They have 20k more HP. That's basically the only difference between them and these guys. I mean, that's a lot more HP. And it costs another 1,200 mass for that. So they're a lot better, a lot stronger in terms of HP. But, yeah, the SACU's kind of wrecking. They're just not a good enough army against them. There's, you know, 12k mass in these four guys. Once the Harps get in range, they're very, very good. The Harps do a lot of damage, but problem is I also have my own Harps, so we didn't even micro that well there, but we just have a lot more stuff at this point. Since we've had the whole map now for a couple of minutes. We get into range of the ACU now. We shoot the ground, because there's a PD there. We keep shooting the ground until it disappears, and all the restorers come in and kill the commander with the SCUs. And it's GG. We gotta see all the we gotta see a lot of Aeon toys there. Some SCUs. They were a bit underwhelming. The SCUs were. I mean, it's just the DPS is not impressive. Is really the issue. Thanks for that. I'm glad you enjoyed the dual commentary. There will be a little bit more of that. Is it a different result today? Not really. Cost only, well, they cost 3,200 mass, but that's not really an only. I mean, a harb costs 840 and has probably similar DPS, I would say. So they have AoE, area of effect, but well, Aeon doesn't really have OP Rambos. Aeon has the worst combat SCUs. Sadly. There's just nothing interesting about the Rambos. But, so making these was kind of just because I wanted to make Rambos and I just happened to be Aeon. But if you make Cybran, they're beastly. UEF, quite beastly. Seraphim, oh. Seraphim with overcharge. Gods. Meanwhile, Aeon get what? Some AoE? Just kind of meh. The Restorers. Now those were more fun to use. But yeah, this was a nice game, but you know, Silent is a lot lower rated to me, so it's not exactly lighting the world on fire. It's pretty good though. He didn't play that badly at all, really. Some bad mistakes in there. Anyway, yeah, hit like if you're enjoying, and we're gonna leave it there. So thank you all for watching, and see you soon for more content. And thanks to Niall for the very generous £25 donation for singing Rush. Alcazon, hello. But it's goodbye. See you guys.